Were you one of those people who, hey, if I can't have you, nobody else can? Or I'm going to make you love me? Is that who you were?
Have you ever seen someone so obsessed, so blind to boundaries that they think possession equals love? That's exactly who we're dealing with here. He stood in court claiming he was just a heartbroken father, a man misunderstood, pleading for mercy. But Judge Boyd saw past the act. She saw a dangerous pattern of stalking, a refusal to let go, and a trail of fear left behind. Facing a mountain of serious charges, this defendant tried to play the victim, but in her courtroom, excuses crumble fast. Watch closely as she tears through his justifications, exposes the full extent of his obsession, and delivers a reality check that will stay with him, and you, forever.
And cause number ending in 8-4, you're charged with the offense of evading arrest, detention with a vehicle. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 6-4W, you're charged with assault family household member with a previous conviction. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. And the cause number ending in 6-3W, you're charged with the offense of violation of a protective order, assault, stalking. And that's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. According to your plea bargain agreement, in each cause number, your punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 8 years in the prison. There are no applications for probation in either cause number. The cause numbers are to run concurrently. The state will take in consideration County Court Cause Number 679179, AL 2110534, 2024 PF 29005, 2024 PF 29004. And in the case numbers ending in W, there's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with the complainant. And those cause numbers, did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
And that you're not allowed to be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea bargain agreements in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea bargain agreement in each cause number?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea bargain agreement? In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. In each cause number, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty in each cause number. All right, counsel, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a laundry list, as I'm sure you saw in front of you, of charges. All of these stem with essentially one complaining witness.
Here comes the spin. The defense argues there's only one witness, but that is exactly how stalking works. It's a crime of isolation. They're trying to paint his obsession as love. That is a dangerous game to play in Judge Boyd's courtroom.
The ex-girlfriend of Mr. Patterson. Mr. Patterson dated Ms. Nelson, the complaining witness in this matter, for 4 years. He loved her very, very much. They didn't have any kids together, but he does have kids from a prior marriage. His kids are 5 and 7. Now, obviously, this has been dragging on for about 2 years. The first incident occurred in 2022. The latest occurred in December of 2024. So this has already caused my client 2 years. It's been something that he regrets. It is something that he understands what's happened. And I think he's kind of learned his lesson on this. I mean, not every relationship is worth trying to save, especially to the extent that he went. So he's going to definitely have some time. If the court ends up following the cap of 8 years, he'll have a lot of time to think about it. But we put before the court a little bit of, we'd ask for a little leniency on this. Mr. Patterson would ask for 4 years on this matter. Even with 4 years, it's going to give him a lot of time to reflect, a lot of time to reconsider. Something that the court should probably also take into consideration if his kids are 5 and 7 years old. They are 5 and 7.
Yes.
Okay, 5 and 7. He would like to be able to still at least try to get back into their lives in some manner or form while they are still children before they become teenagers. He also works in quarries, works with heavy machinery, very physically demanding job. As such, he's 35 years old. I can tell you, as someone who's going to be turning 50 here in just a couple of years myself, my body's going shot. He's only got the clock's ticking on his ability to be able to put in hard labor, get himself possibly a pension or a retirement. So, Judge, again, we would just ask the court 4 years. It would definitely be, justice would definitely be served here. And I think that he's ready to move on and put everything past his life while he gets everything together and his thoughts together in TV.
And here comes the classic defense spin. It's just one witness. But that's exactly how stalking operates. One person isolated, terrified, silenced. The defense tries to dress obsession up as love, but Judge Boyd isn't buying it for a second. In this courtroom, attempting to sugarcoat intimidation as affection is a gamble, and a dangerous one. Every word, every excuse gets dissected, leaving the raw truth unmasked. This isn't romance, it's control.
All right, anything you wish to say?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may proceed.
I would just like the opportunity to try and get these 4 years if possible, to get out there to my kids. I am active in their life. I do pay child support, and they want me home as soon as possible. And I understand the nature of the crimes, and I do take full responsibility for them. I can't take back the pain that I've caused. I can only learn and move forward and rebuild myself. And I just want to be out there with my kids as soon as possible. Be the father that I know that I can be for them.
All right, so explain to me, what do you don't understand when somebody doesn't want you anymore? Because it appears that she doesn't want you anymore, and you were not getting that message.
Correct.
So why not? You're not a child. You're not a teenager. You're in your 30s. So what don't you understand when somebody doesn't want you anymore?
You have to be kidding. The defense is asking for a 50% cut in his sentence because he's getting too old for hard labor? Meanwhile, this man terrorized a woman for 2 full years. His concern isn't the fear he caused, it's his own comfort and future pension.
I understand.
Judge
it's a hard
Boyd isn't
lesson.
here for excuses
maybe
or
you'll learn it,
personal
maybe you
grievances.
won't. But I'm
This
trying to
moment
figure out
exposes the stark
why
contrast between
it'd take
his
you
selfish
coming
worries
here
and the very real
for
harm he
you to
inflicted.
learn or say that you're going
Let's
to learn.
watch as reality comes
children
crashing
that you
down around
have.
him.
Boys, girls.
My 5-year-old's a girl. My 7-year-old's a girl.
All right. So how would you feel if your girl got involved with somebody and then she's like, this is not working out. And it appears that you may have been violent. At least that's what these are. These are violent offenses. And she doesn't have any children with this person, right? And they don't have any property together. They're not tied together other than he won't leave her alone. How would you feel about that?
I'd be upset.
Yeah. And that's what you were doing.
Yes, ma'am.
The complainant in this case is just like, I'm done. There's no going back. I don't want to be with you. And instead of you taking care of your children, you continue to harass her. So when you're telling me that you just want to get out and take care of your children, that's what you should have been doing instead of harassing this lady. So my question for you is, when you were harassing her, what time of the day did this occur?
That's usually when I got out of work.
All right. So instead of you getting off of work and going to see your children and be with your children that you say you care a lot for, you're just harassing her. And then running for the police after you're harassing her. Do you know how terrifying that would have been for her to see you popping up when she knows the relationship is over? She's already told you it's over, and you're just harassing her. And now you're asking me for mercy, which I'm fine with people asking me for mercy. Did she ask you for mercy? Did she say, would you please just leave me alone? And you didn't pay any attention to that. Were you one of those people who, hey, if I can't have you, nobody else can? Or I'm going to make you love me? Is that who you were?
Here's the reality check you don't want to face. Judge Boyd isn't seeing some heartbroken father. She's looking at a grown man who refuses to accept a simple no. Every question she asks exposes his denial and his dangerous persistence. Watch her expression, pure disgust. She's not just disappointed. She's holding him accountable for every choice that brought him here. There's no room for excuses, and he can feel it.
I mean, that's either yes or no. If you think you were that person, then yes. If you don't think you're that person who were harassing somebody and wouldn't leave them alone, then
Yes, ma'am.
that's who you are. So who were you? And if you don't think you're that person, that's fine.
Who was that person?
Counsel. So why wouldn't you leave her alone? You don't have any children, so it's not the matter that, oh, I'm harassing her because I want to take care of my children. So children are off the table. Did you all have any property together?
Car and house.
Oh, is that in your name?
No, the car. Yeah, it's in both of our names.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure she said, here, take the car, just leave me alone. And you're like, no, I don't want to leave you alone. I want to be with you and I'm not going to let you go.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. I'm sympathetic to your plight, but for whatever time they make you do at the prison, that's when she'll have her peace and quiet from you. Don't write her. Don't call her. She don't want you anymore. You understand? And anytime you think that you want to call her and harass her, think about this, that somebody could end up doing the same thing for your daughter. And I know you don't want that. All right. So, and cause number 2025 CR 002663W. Court is finding you guilty. The court is going to sentence you to 8 years, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. This will run concurrent with DC 2023 CR 8184, 2025 CR 002664W. Take in consideration County Court Cause number 6799179, AL2110534, 2024 PF 29005, 2024 PF 29004. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, and there's to be no contact with Lisa Nelson. And the cause number 2023 CR 8184, the court is finding you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024. Is this correct? That's in this. I don't think this paperwork is correct. Just 1 second. All right, this says concurrent with 2024 PF 29003.
Your Honor, I believe that's going to be the cause numbers that were listed in Odyssey before the waiver numbers came.
All right, and then AL 216024. All right. And then in cause number 2025 CR 002664W, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 8 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, affirmative finding of family violence. This is be concurrent with DC 223 CR 8184, 225 CR 002663W. Taking consideration County Court Cause number 6799179, AL 2110534, 2024 PF 29005, 2024 PF 29004, and there's to be no contact with Lisa Nelson. All right, we can go off the record. When you go to prison, you need to start thinking about how you got there, and how you got there is not Lisa's fault, it's yours.
Yes, ma'am.
These are all your actions. All you had to do was say, you know what, my heart may be breaking. I'm not going to cry. If you don't want to cry, or if you don't want to cry in public, you just go to your house and cry. But you don't start stalking people and following them around. That's the number one way to make people truly not love you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
The defense begged for leniency, just 4 years. But Judge Boyd carefully weighed the facts, the sustained fear and the pattern of control. She delivered the maximum allowed under the plea deal, 8 years behind bars and a strict no-contact order. This isn't about passion. It's about the very real threat of harassment as a form of violence. Rodney Patterson tried to dominate his ex's life, But today he lost control of his own. The court sent a message loud and clear. Obsession has consequences. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think he was truly a heartbroken father, or did Judge Boyd see through the facade perfectly? Drop your thoughts in the comments.